Great grand rising to the royal family, Unc and Ma'at. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, please drop a 111 in the chat. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, please do drop a 111 in the chat for me, please. You guys can hear me loud and clear, drop a 111 in the chat for me, please. All right, I see those ones, I see those ones, I see those ones. What's going on, family? What's going on? Let me go ahead and turn this on so you guys can see me loud and clear. What's going on, family? I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to the morning. I know I am because of just a joyful life that I live, right? I have made the conscious decision to live and celebrate and thrive in life. It's just a decision away, guys. No matter what is going on in your life, you can make the decision as a human being. We have the gift to decide. We have the gift to choose either way, either to look at the glass half full or half empty. You choose. Welcome, everyone. Great grand rising again to each and every single one of you on YouTube. If you are joining us for the very first time, my name is Mark with a C Blake, and I am your humble servant trader here on Profits Before Sunrise, where we take only the highest probability trade ideas, executing them with discipline, patience, and consistency. Ladies and gentlemen, please do go ahead and smash that subscribe button so that you can be notified anytime we go live with our videos. And if it is that you love the content, if you like the way we teach, if you like the information that we're sharing, go ahead and hit the like button and feel free to share this video with other individuals who you think might benefit from such information. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, as we get started this morning, I just want to start off by simply saying that this is for educational purposes only. Trading does involve risk, so please be very careful. Apply proper risk management when you're trading, and do have fun. All right, have fun. That's what it's all about. Now, I'm in an extremely fantastic mood because last night we had profits before sunrise, another opportunity for us to trade leverage in forex, leverage positions, right? Today we're going to be looking at binary. Binary options is totally different from leverage trading. Binary options is you saying yes or no, right or wrong. There are no pips involved here. There is a flat amount of percentage that you can make based on the broker that you are using. All right, I normally go for 75% and above on any trade that I take when it comes on to binary. But I'm extremely happy about last night call. Why? Because we were able to make money in our sleep. Ladies and gentlemen, this is truly sleep money, where you can set up a trade idea, allow it to either execute with you or without you, and simply run into profits or run to your stop loss while you are sleeping. This is truly allowing money to work for you while you're actually getting some rest. All right. And we did absolutely fantastic on a trade idea. Inspired by one of our students last night that was looking at the news that happened at 7:30, and we literally just implemented our new strategy. So with that being said, let us dive right into the foreign exchange binary options trading experience right here on TradingView. All right. But before we do that, we must go ahead and check the news and a couple other stuff that we need to do. All right, so let's get that set up right about now. Let's go and make our way over to forexfactory.com. This is where we get our fundamentals from. This is where we look at the news events that are happening in the market. And today is not October the 24th. This is yesterday's news. So please do go ahead and ensure that you refresh all the time whenever you are looking at this website, okay? Ensure that you're looking at current information. So today being Wednesday, October the 25th, again on a Wednesday, we trade live on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're watching this an hour later, 10 years later, it doesn't matter. This is for educational purposes, guys. Don't try to take live trades with this video. It's not live after today, being October the 25th. All right. So the time now is 10 minutes after 5 here where we are. And we're not seeing any news events that could affect us right now. 3 o'clock a.m. was our last Euro-German IFO business climate news. We're going to have some news at 8 o'clock a.m. But ladies and gentlemen, this is low impact. The red folders are high impact, and we're going to get some CAD or Canadian news at 9 o'clock a.m. Monetary policy report is going to drop. The Bank of Canada is going to come out with their rate statement. Overnight rate, guys, usually CAD, whenever you have overnight rate, the market usually moves in a big way. So you might want to look out for that. All right. USD are going to have new home sales coming out also at 9 o'clock a.m. We also have another high impact news for CAD at 10 o'clock a.m. USD Fed Chair Powell is going to be speaking at 3:35 for the USD, and 5 o'clock p.m. we have AUD dropping some speeches as well. So we look clear for now, so we can go ahead and move forward. The next thing that we like to do here on Profits Before Sunrise is to look at the currency strength meter. Now, last night, we identified something on Profits After Dark. Karen, this is a good example here. All right, Haley, look at this. AUD JPY. AUD JPY is actually AUD weak, JPY strong. What did we say last night? What did we say last night? Last night, AUD was strong and JPY was weak, right? And we were right at the pivot point of the turn. And we made the decision to go ahead with the bearish move despite the AUD JPY currency strength meter. Why? Because we understood from looking at the charts that JPY would gain control, that it would get stronger. And so we went for the trade. That is what we're seeing here. So remember, the currency strength meter is lagging. It's a lagging indicator. Exactly. It flipped, right? And there we have it. It flipped. So right now, however, because we're not going long term, we're trading the reaction. We need to use the currency strength meter because this is giving us the information right now. We're looking for that right now, not what's going to happen in the next 5, 10, 15 hour, half an hour, 2 hours from now, 3, 5 hours from now. We're doing it right now in the next 5-minute candles. All right. So with that being said, we usually trade 3 pairs in the morning, and we throw in AUD also for those individuals who may not have the 3 pairs that we're going to look at, which are Euro JPY. And we see here where Japanese yen is very strong and Euro is weaker. And whenever you see that occurrence, what is happening is that the Japanese yen is going to be stronger than the Euro. Therefore, you are looking for moves going down in the market. You're looking for bearish moves. All right, guys, I'm giving you some of the secrets here as to how we stay on the right side of money. Okay. All right. So Euro JPY is going to be bearish. We are landing with Euro JPY. Same to say with Euro USD. Same thing we could say with Euro USD. USD is strong. Therefore, Euro USD would be selling, bearish. We're going for a landing. Okay, we're landing Euro USD. If we're going up, we're going to be taking off with that currency pair. So let's look at USD JPY. USD JPY, we're seeing where USD is stronger and the Japanese yen is just 1 bar weaker. What's that telling us is that USD is stronger than Japanese yen. Therefore, we're going to be taking off with USD JPY. We're going to be looking for bullish opportunities. However, they're pretty close. So we could be coming out of a consolidation. All right. And then, of course, we have AUD. We usually trade 3 pairs with AUD. AUD CAD, AUD JPY, AUD USD. All 3 are showing bearish signs of momentum. All right, cool. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's swing right back on over to TradingView, a free tool that is offered to you to analyze the market. All right, a free tool that is given to us to analyze the market. And I'm very, very, very fond of TradingView because I find it to be a very, very useful tool. All right, very useful in analyzing the market. Now, if you look to the right-hand side over here, you're going to see where we have our symbols that we're trading. And I usually get started by looking at the DXY on a daily time frame just to see what price is actually doing, okay? So I'm looking to see right now what price is doing for the dollar. This is the dollar index. And we are looking to see price push up. We already got that. So guys, this is what we've been looking at right there, okay? And we've gotten the push up here once, then it went into consolidation, came back down to our zone, and it's giving us a push up again. Therefore, because we know that Euro USD is the inverse of the DXY, we're looking for Euro USD to be going down, all right? But, ladies and gentlemen, before we do that, let me organize how I'm going to be looking at the charts first by priority. Euro USD first, Euro JPY second, and then USD JPY last. And ladies and gentlemen, when you join our mentorship program, you're going to get more details as to how we actually trade our strategy. All right. We can't get into all of that here in 1 hour on YouTube. All right. It is a very in-depth, very systematic, rules-based approach to trading. And so we do things in a very particular way. It's a particular way that we do things, very special, right? So watch this. Euro USD, we're going to focus on first. It's the inverse of the DXY. Boom. You see that, guys? It's the inverse. So we're pushing down with Euro USD. What I like to do at this point, 5:15, is I want to drop down to the 5-minute time frames just to see if we're going to have a trade idea in the midst. Well, we don't. If we're selling the market, we need to actually wait for a particular setup. And we don't have that setup just yet. Let's look at Euro JPY. Same thing. It's not there yet. USD JPY should be buying. That's almost set up. So let us go ahead and look at USD JPY real quick. I'll set this up for you guys. So whenever we're looking at the market, the first thing out of 3 things that we must do is to identify the trend. We must identify the trend, first thing. So we're looking for higher highs and higher lows if you are going up. See this green line? This is the moving average. Once it's green, you're going up. If you're below it, you're going down. It's red, all right? So we're looking for bullish moves. Remember I said we're taking off with USD JPY. The second thing you're looking for, you want to confirm that you're moving up by identifying what we call higher highs and higher lows. This helps you to identify you're moving up. And we can use a tool for that known as the zigzag. And you can see where price broke out of this high right here. I will highlight that for you. I need this to move out of the way. Let me put that right here. Okay, so I'll highlight that for you. So we had a floor. We had a floor here. We started the move. Then we had a high. That high was broken by this candlestick and came back down and retested. Okay, this is where you would have gotten into a buy opportunity for USD JPY. Well, you missed that. You weren't here for that. So the next move is right here. This is the next high. So this is a high. This is a low. This is a higher high. And this, what we're going to be creating, is what we call the higher low. So we're looking for the opportunity to buy the market off this floor for it to push back up. All right, that's the idea as it stands right now. So the third thing So the second thing is finding the highs, the higher highs and the higher lows, identifying your support and resistance areas. If you've not heard about the support and the resistance areas, ladies and gentlemen, that's simply the ceiling and the floor to price movement. Price got to the high, that's the ceiling. It can't go any higher and it went down. Came back down, it can't go any lower. That's called the floor. It went back up. You can see here where it created another high. The zigzag tool is telling you that this is a higher high. Let me zoom in on that for you. See, that's the higher high, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we could potentially be getting a bullish move to take this trade up. So you want to make sure that you have your broker up and working and that USDJPY is being offered. You have the correct payout amount that you desire, okay? And you're looking for a convincing bullish candle to get in. All right, and my students know when to pull the trigger. So just get ready, ladies and gentlemen, and keep your eyes on the prize. Ensure you select. Whoa! USDJPY is not offering 3 minutes for us, guys, on my own over here. Awesome. That's not cool. That's not cool. That is not cool at all. Man, oh man. Yeah, so they are not offering USDJPY for a 1 minute and above trade, only 5 minutes. So let's see, 5 minutes. This will carry us to 5:30. So that's actually a 10-minute move. Let's see, I'll take a 10-minute move on this. That's fine. Because we're expecting price to move to the upside anyway. If you guys were able to take it with your other brokers out there, wonderful. So let's just run through this. Amazing. Let's run through this. So this would have been your candle to enter the trade. All right, this candlestick right here, this 1 minute candlestick is confirming that you are potentially moving to the upside. That's where you would have gotten in for the trade for 3 minutes. This candle would have represented 1 minute, this 2, the next one 3. In order to clear the trade, ladies and gentlemen, you would have had to have this candle push above the dotted line, which is where you would have entered the trade. All right. But you can see it's dropping now, and wonderful. RSI is still below the 30% line. RSI is still below, not yet turning up. So let's see. Let's see if it wants to shift and turn up from here. All right, so that's USDJPY. Let that continue to run. We will come back to it. Let's go to Euro USD, Euro JPY. And let's see if we can do a top-down analysis and wait for a potential move on Euro USD and Euro JPY. Why? Because we like to. All right. Let's go ahead and hide that. So let's do the top-down analysis. Top-down analysis, ladies and gentlemen, is where you look at the market holistically from, let's say, a bird's eye view. All right, from a bird's eye view. This is where you look at the market from a bird's eye view. Each one of these candlesticks, ladies and gentlemen, each one represents price movement over time. Each one of these red and green candles represent price movement over time. So we're looking on a daily time frame right now, which means that every one of these candlesticks are representing one entire 24-hour cycle, one day. All right. We are looking at this candle as our current candle. Our previous candle is the one right before it. So this is the previous day. And we are looking at 4 major price areas on this candle. The first one being the high. That's the highest point that price went to on that day, ladies and gentlemen. The highest point was right here. That's at 1.06942. I'm going to call that my daily resistance line. That's the daily resistance. And the next line below that would be where the price opened on that day. All right. And in between that zone is known as your resistance zone, in between there. Okay. The next line down here, the third line, is your closing price. That's where the candle closed yesterday, stopped, but it went as low as the wick. These little sticks, guys, are known as the wick. This is the candlestick body. This is the wick. All right. And each one of these candlesticks, they are actually telling us a story. You got to learn how to read the story, guys. It's a very exciting one, right? Once you understand price action, you are going to be very, very good at identifying the movement in the market. So that's the daily. I can see that we were making lows, higher highs, higher lows. We were trending up. Remember the three things that I say you must actually find. So we're trending up. Okay. So we're suspecting that price could get to this trend line and push up. Failing that, if it breaks it, then we're looking to continue pushing down. But right off the cuff, guys, we're looking for this to be respected and continue following its path along that channel. Okay. So we're going to dive down into the 1 hour time frame now. All right. Let's dive down into the 1 hour time frame. And we're going to look at the 1 hour candle. Remember, we are selling Euro USD. We're going down. We're taking it down for a landing. All right. So this is our 1 hour. 1 hour resistance. And down here would be our 1 hour support or floor. Again, guys, if this is all Chinese to you, or this is German or French, is a totally different language to you, well, don't worry about it. That's what we do beyond the charts. We break this thing all the way down so it can forever and consistently be broken. All right. This is the 15-minute candle that we're looking at now. And we're going to go ahead and document that as our 15-minute resistance and our 15-minute support. And we also have another 15-minute support right here. Wonderful. So now we're down to the 5-minute, the 5-minute time frame. All right, we're down to the 5-minute time frame. And we can now start to look for our trade idea. We can start to look for our trade idea. How do we find our trade idea? Well, remember earlier when we were looking for those highs and those lows, those areas where we could actually have a break and what we call a retest? That's what we're looking for right now. So here are the 3 steps. Let's look at them again. All right. Here are the 3 steps. We have downtrend, as you can see. This would be the high, this would be the low. Let's turn on our zigzag. This would be the high. This would be the low. This would be the lower high. This would be the lower low. We're looking for another lower high to take our trade idea down. Okay. So where would that be? It would have to be right here. It's quite simple, right, guys? See, the beauty in trading is not really the markup. Yes, it's good to have your analytical skills to figure this stuff out. Wonderful. But the real impact, the real job that you have to do is with respect to your emotions, how it is that you execute the trade? Are you executing the trade based on a certain set of rules and circumstances that you're looking for? Are you going to fall prey to your emotion by revenge trading, or not being disciplined, not following your process, or being impatient? That gets a lot of us being impatient, right? Just simply can't wait for your setup to play out, or not trusting your trade setup. All right. So I trust my trade setup to the point where if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to take the trade. Okay. So we're looking at a pull up and a push down. Okay. That's what we're looking for right now. Now, Euro USD, it's now 5:30. Usually when we get a turnaround in the market, we usually see it at the 30-minute, the 45, or the hourly, right? We're actually at the 30 right now. We have just a bit of ways to go before we actually get the true confirmation that we're ready to go down by meeting one of our requirements, which is to get back to this zone. Now, if we don't get back to that zone, you have a decision to make. Do you go ahead and take the sell here, or do you wait for it to get to your zone? Well, that depends on your trading plan, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have a plan? Are you prepared before you get to this point as to what you're going to do, or are you going to try and figure that out when you get there? See, that's not a good idea, because that's where you open up yourself now for mistakes. You open up yourself for your emotions to take control, not your logical mind, not what you have previously discussed with yourself and agreed upon. See, that's the problem. We have an issue following our own instructions sometimes. How many times you've said you're going to start the gym and you don't follow through, or you're going to eat cleaner and you don't follow through, or whatever it is. Let's say you're going to make your bed every single morning and you don't follow through. Guys, please make your beds. All right. All right. That is a very, very good sign of discipline. All right. Every single day. So you can make a decision to simply wait for price to get back into your zone. And once it gets there, you execute the trade. All right. We're looking for a certain set of rules to be met. We have a trading plan. We have a 7-step process, and we follow each and every single one of those 7 steps. So Euro USD is on our radar for the sell. Just waiting to see if it's going to give it to us or not. If it doesn't, and we miss that move, then the next move we would actually be interested in is when price gets to the floor, breaks through it, gets back up to retest it. And at that point, when it is ready to retest it, that's when we would look for our second opportunity. Y'all get that? So the first opportunity right now is in this area, if it gets there. If it doesn't, it might get close to it and you might be okay taking it. All right. But we need to see it break to retest for second opportunity. So now I'm seeing that we have some selling pressure here with this big wick that was created, price pushed up all the way to here, which is pretty close to the zone, and then it pushed right back on down. Let us go ahead and look at the currency strength meter just to ensure that we're still saying the same thing. Currency strength meter is showing that euro is getting stronger with an up arrow. So that momentum that we had going down is dying because the euro is getting stronger. That's not to say it's still not going to drop, but the momentum, the strength in which it was going down, the speed in which it was going down has been impacted because the euro is getting stronger. And we can tell that the currency strength meter, it has also an up arrow. All right. So be careful with Euro USD. Let's jump to Euro JPY real quick and see what's going on here. All right. Almost the same move. Almost the same move. They're almost mirroring each other. So we're looking for a sell opportunity on Euro JPY. We could get one off that area. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. Price came down. Price came down from here. All right, and we are looking for the move to come back up to here in this zone for us to then take it back down. That's what we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so when price gets there, if it does, if it doesn't, let's just wait and be patient. 535 is now here. Let's go ahead and swing on over to our split screen, and let's see if the 1 minute is going to give us any sign of rejection. Five minute and 1 minute oversold. And this is Euro JPY. Let's say 3 minutes is set on the clock. And let's just see if we're going to get any rejection candles here. So we are also selling Euro JPY. All right, I see one of our students would have cleared the UJ on 1 minute. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. All right, so price is now pushing up into our zone, close to it, ladies and gentlemen. You can see where she's going, slightly in our zone. Now, I will be willing to take this trade now. Let me be very clear. It's not going to always be picture perfect. I mean, I like the picture perfect trades, but they're not always going to be picture perfect. Sometimes she gets close to the zone, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she gets perfectly in the middle, sometimes she doesn't, sometimes she goes to the top, sometimes she goes to the bottom. The truth is, she could go anywhere within the zone. But all we need is 3 minutes in the right direction. All right. So we're seeing the new candle. I'm going to select another 3 minutes on that and just see if she's going to give us that rejection. She's still pushing up. We could actually have a drop anytime soon. All right. So we're looking on Euro JPY and Euro USD for the sell. Remember, Euro is getting stronger, so it's going to be pushing up. See, when the market is pushing up, that's a sign of the Euro getting stronger. The Euro being the first currency in the pair when quoted, Euro, JPY. Euro represents the market moving up. JPY would represent the market selling, okay, moving down. If the market is moving down, it's showing strength on behalf of JPY. If it's moving up, it's showing strength on behalf of Euro, okay? So you're no longer able to take a 3 minute trade. If you're going to take this, it's only possibly a 2 minute trade right now because we only have 2 minutes left. And now you're getting that reaction. So some folks are comfortable trading 2 minutes. Others stick to the 3 minutes, whichever one suits you. I love a 3 minute trade, but your 58-second is coming up right about now. All right, so that would have been your entry on the closing of this candle. You really only have 2 more candlesticks left. So you have that candlestick and the next candlestick in order to actually clear the trade. All right, so if you entered this trade at 562, right? If you entered the trade at 562, that would have been your entry on the closing of this candle. All right, again, some folks are okay with 2 minute trades. Some people are okay with 1 minute. Some people are okay with 3 minute. My strategy really calls for 3 minutes, okay? But I have advanced traders in here. I have intermediary traders in here who are all okay taking the trade for what it is, and they're able to become more flexible. Hey, if you like it, I love it, all right? That's my philosophy on it. The goal here is for you to really stick to your plan. So if you have a plan, stick to it. If you don't have a plan, I suggest you get one. If you don't have one, come on over to Beyond the Charts and let us help you create and craft one. We have many, for example, but you can actually craft your own, which I'd love for you to do. Craft your own. After a period of time, you're going to recognize that trading is very, very personal. All right. So if you guys were able to understand the breakdown and understand how we actually look at the markets, wonderful. If not, don't worry, guys. It's not something you're gonna get right away or get overnight. We have people who have been trading for years, multiple years, right? 10, 15 years, still struggle emotionally with a lot of trade ideas, but still profitable. Why? Because you only need a few. All right. So I took that 2-minute trade and I'm about to clear right now. So I cleared with that trade, took profit. Jackie, cleared. I see you guys. I see you guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I see you guys. LB cleared. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. That was an amazing trade opportunity right there. Very quick trade though. As you guys can see, again, euro is getting stronger and gaining strength. So we took that opportunity down for 2 minutes, that reaction literally off the ceiling right here. Literally off the ceiling right here. You can see it came pretty close and then she started to drop, and we capitalized on that. So that's what we do here on Profits Before Sunrise, guys. We look at the highest probability trade ideas and we execute them with discipline, patience, and consistency. Now, let me break something down for you real quickly when it comes on to results. If you made the decision to risk only 3% of your account, let's say, for example, you have $1,000 in your account, you chose to risk only $30. All right. Let's just say you have $1,000 in your account. You chose to risk only 1,000 out of that $1,000. You chose to risk. I'm sorry, CG. You chose to only risk $30. So what just happened, guys? Let me break this down for you real quick. What just happened is this. You'd have risked $30 on this trade. That would have been your investment. See, a lot of people are scared of trading because, oh, you know, you're going to lose all your money. You don't lose all your money. All right. You make the decision as to how much you are willing to risk in the market. There will be no reward without risk. We know that with life. Okay. So if you want to only risk 3% of your capital, let's say you have $1,000, that's $30. Let's say you only have $100. That would be $3. All right. Now, the trade that we just took based on your broker would have paid out 85% return on your investment. Where else are you going to find a payout of 85% on your investment? Guys, that's only going to happen here. All right. And the time frame in which you realize that 85% is also dependent upon you. So you could have been in that trade for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, 10 hours, a whole week, a month even. It's options trading. It's time-based and it depends on you. So if you're doing $30 and you want to get 85% return on your investment, ladies and gentlemen, you would have just made $25.50. That's what I'm saying here. And as your account grows and you're able to risk more money, your reward just gets greater. Now, what if you were to lose that trade? I'm glad you asked. You would have lost your investment, your $30. That's what you were willing to lose. So the question you really need to ask yourself is, am I willing to risk $30 to make $25.50? You know, some people might say, no, I'm not willing to risk more than I'm going to gain. Understandable. That's okay. But what if your idea is like this? With proper analysis, proper risk management, and being in control of my emotions, I can analytically look at the market with factual information and make a sound decision based on which direction I'm going to go, up or down, and place my trade accordingly with the idea that I'm going to get my 85% return. What if that was the thought process? Because that's the thought process we have. We only take the highest probability trade ideas And when we do it, we are expecting to win. We're not expecting to lose, guys. We're expecting to win. And now if you do lose, we take our lessons and we learn from them and we keep moving. But what if you're able to do this once, twice for the day? You'd have made, let's say, $50 on 2 moves. You only took 3 minutes to do it. 6 minutes, you made $50, right? 6 minutes, you lost $60 or $100, right? Okay, got it. But again, guys, you must be willing to risk if you want to get the reward. And 9 times out of 10, guys, we're right. We have above 80 to, we are in the 80 to 90% win rate, guys. Okay? We actually are in the 80 to 90% win rate. Or results will show. If you've been following me for quite some time, you'll realize that we are very transparent with our trades. I share my results, guys. I'm not going to share the money. Of course, that would be what we call baiting. I'm not trying to bait you into trying to learn this skill with money. A matter of fact, that's what I'm trying not to do. I don't want you guys focused on the money. That gets in your head. When you start to think about the money, that gets in your head and you now start to trade out of a place of lack and need and want. That's not the idea here. What we want you to do here is trade out of a process, trade out of being disciplined, trade out of being patient and consistent, all the qualities that come from within. It's an internal journey, not external. We don't care about the money here. So I'm not going to ever be baiting and throwing money at you like I see a lot of these people do. No, that's not what we do here. What we do here is develop professional investors having a sound mind. You're going to transform, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to become a better version of yourself by doing this. So with that being said, it is now 5:46. Price is still below where we would have entered. Let's go ahead and take a look at Euro USD, see how she moved. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see that she also came pretty close to the zone before she started to tank, and you can see that she's moving down, respecting the idea. She did not quite come into the zone, and that's okay. We have seen this happen time and time again, where she comes close or just close to it, or she would pull back to the 38.2 on the Fibonacci retracement tool. That's something you're going to learn also, is that you can use multiple different indicators, multiple different concepts and ideas as to how to derive a trade idea, right? This was a Fibonacci remove of, there you go, 38.2 to the T, right? So guys, don't think that you only can trade one way. Let me zoom in on this. We know that there are multiple ways we could have entered this trade. Do you think it is by chance that the market turned around exactly at this 38.2% line? See, we could have been looking for that line as well. The next area that we love to look for is the 61.8. If you guys have been doing any research on trading Forex, look up Fibonacci retracement tool. All right, look up Fibonacci retracements. Fibonacci sequences. It is a fantastic theory when you look into it. And this theory about Fibonacci is really for life. It's a pattern repeating itself in life, not just here in trading. So it gets deep, guys. It gets really deep. So you got a 38.2 bounce here. Didn't quite make it to the zone. These are some of the things that we will put on our trade, compile on our trade. So we have what is called confluence. Confluence. This is where many different things are lined up telling you that's the trade for you. All right. Then you follow and you execute. That's the next part. You know, some people, they come to their trade idea and they're just analyzing and they are analyzing and they're analyzing and they're just not taking the trade. They're analyzing until they're paralyzed. We call it analysis of paralysis. All right. Analyze, 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 analyze. All these markings on the chart, yet still they don't take one trade. All right. Pull the trigger. Trustyourtrade.com. All right, so now you can see prices dropping exactly as expected. Let us move on over to the AUDs and see how they're moving. All right. So we were looking for bullish movement. We're looking for the market to take off with AUD. And I can see AUD CAD is giving us mixed signals here because we are actually below the moving average, which is telling me that we are still in sell mode. So with that being said, I would not necessarily take a buy when we are in this position. I need to wait until we break above it in order for me to be interested in taking that position. Mark, what does that mean? It means that I have to identify the last high that we created, which would have been the one that I'm putting with the rectangle here. And we need to break above it. We need to get above that area, then retest it. That's when we're now looking to get back into the market. You see that? So this is again where patience comes in. This is where you have to follow your trading plan and your ideas about the market. Okay. So AUD CAD, we're going to be looking and waiting for that to happen. AUD JPY, let's see what that's doing. Same thing, still trending down. So that would indicate that if you want to buy this market, you need to wait. All right. Ooh, this was a nice trade. Oh, this was the trade from last night. AUD JPY. We got in here, guys, and we came out here. I was just wondering why those arrows were there. We got in here, we got out here. That was an absolutely fire move, and the market was still moving. The market was still moving. So we caught just about, oh guys, this is bonus, by the way. This is bonus for this session. We caught about 55 pips on that move, but it actually ran as far so far as 95 pips. And for us to tell you how we derive this trade idea, well, you're gonna have to meet us on Profits After Dark tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're gonna discuss this trade idea, how we got in it, how we could have gotten out of it exactly as I did here, just bagging the 55 pips we did. So AUD JPY for binary purposes is not yet set up for me. Let's see, AUD USD also probably going to be below. Yeah. So guys, what this is telling me is this. I don't want to dive into this because it's going to get slightly a bit complicated. So I'll refrain. Fun fact. Does the pen in your pocket? Oh gosh, that's because we're always taking notes. Oh, that's one of my students teasing me about my pen in my pocket. Come on, man. You know we journal. We journal, right? That's another part of trading that a lot of people take for granted. Guys, I'm done. I'm done trading for this session. One and done is what I call it. One and done. All right. So we are going to be journaling our trades for the day. Now, let me start by saying to you this. The only way you can grow anything is you have to have information and data. You have to know about what you're trying to grow. Is that not true, guys? Yes or no? In order for you to improve upon something, you need to have the data about what you're trying to improve. How are you going to move from point A to point B if you don't know where point A is? All right. That's the point of journaling, right? You journal your trade ideas, you journal your entries, you journal your wins, you journal your lessons so you can improve upon them. See, this is the part of the trading plan that people don't do. It's like an entrepreneur. Listen, as an entrepreneur that I am, I don't like administrative work per se. I'll do it because my business depends on it. But my time is best served by me doing the things that really drive profits, that drive revenue, right? That's what I need to do. And therefore, most people, most entrepreneurs, and trading is an entrepreneurial thing, guys. You do not have anyone giving you money. You do not have anyone looking over your shoulder telling you to take this trade or not take this trade when you're alone. It's an entrepreneurial task that you're doing. You are giving yourself the money. You are empowering yourself. You are creating your own job opportunity in the market. That's your trade idea. So, like an entrepreneur who doesn't like administrative work, journaling is an administrative task. Mundane at times too. You don't like that. I get it. But you have to journal. A lot of us, what we use is we use our broker. Our broker takes a log of all our trades. Well, go analyze that log. Don't just have the log running. If it is that you want to work smarter, go grab that log, right? And analyze it. The reason why I like a pen and a paper, or your pen and your journal, is because for me, there is a certain energy that is connected between my pen and my brain when I'm writing. You see, so when I'm writing down my wins, it hits me a little bit differently than when I'm looking at it tabulated on an Excel sheet that the computer has generated. When I write down my L's, my lessons, my losses, whatever you want to call it, it hits differently when I'm connecting the pen to the paper. Y'all feel me? All right. Hello. It does generate an emotion in you when you have to write. So I journal all my entries. This is where you find out which pair works best for you. Maybe you see more wins with Euro USD than you do with Euro JPY. Maybe you recognize that you are having more wins in the morning than you are in the evening. Maybe you recognize that you get more wins when you do a 1-minute trade versus when you do a 3-minute trade. Maybe you realize that you get more wins when you use the Fibonacci retracement tool versus when you're just simply waiting for the retest of a zone. Guys, it goes on and on and on, but this is how you improve upon your trading plan. You have to journal. You can't grow that which you don't know. It's a numbers game. The law of averages. Do something often enough, a ratio will appear. Ladies and gentlemen, journaling is a must. Your trading plan is a must. Having discipline to execute and follow that plan, vital. You don't have those skills, you're going to have to develop them. And that's what we help you guys to do here beyond the charts. Beyond the charts means we are going beyond the charts to help you become a profitable trader. See, we don't just want to give you technical analysis, give you fundamental analysis. You need sentimental analysis. You need to be of sound mind when you're entering these charts. Don't try trading when you're angry, upset, frustrated, cross, miserable, hungry. You don't want to do that. For those of you who are not Bounty Killer fans, you wouldn't get it, but go research that. Google Bounty Killer. #1 Jamaican dancehall artist. Guys, what I'm saying is trading involves more than you just learning the charts. Go beyond the charts. Start to dive into the deep depths of your mind. Dive deep in. Dive deep within yourself and pull out all the necessary things that you will need in order to get profitable. And that involves being disciplined, being patient, and being consistent. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every single one of you for joining us this morning. For those of you who are on YouTube, this is the very first time. Again, I'm your host, Mark with a C, Blake, not K, because it's just not me, right? I want to thank you guys for giving me your time, because that is the most valuable resource we have. It's your time. All right. And you've decided to share your time with me. I've decided to share my time with you. That's a mutual exchange of something very valuable. We are royalty. All right. Just having life to live. So I don't take that for granted, and I don't take you for granted, because you could have been many places, but you've decided to spend this hour right here with us. All right. You can go ahead and watch my previous videos on the channel. You will see that we're very consistent with our strategy. My only goal is to ensure that you can become a professional, profitable, patient trader. All right. PPP. That's a t-shirt. All right, guys, love each and every single one of you. It is 6 o'clock. I gotta go. Again, please do subscribe to this channel. Get your notifications on so you can be notified when I go live again. I go live every Wednesday at 5 a.m. Central Standard Time, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And go ahead and smash that like button if you like what we shared today, and share it with a friend, share it with a family member. Let them know that trading works, and this could be a potential skill that you can learn. All right. So with that being said, have an amazing rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we look forward to seeing you next week, Wednesday, live right here on Profits Before Sunrise. See you guys. Peace.